Gautama Buddha, the enlightened sage who founded Buddhism over 2,500 years ago, offers timeless wisdom on how to be a great person. His teachings, encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, provide a comprehensive guide to living a fulfilling and morally upright life. 1. Understanding the Four Noble Truths. Buddha's teachings begin with the Four Noble Truths, which are the foundation of Buddhism. They acknowledge the existence of suffering, identify its causes, point to its cessation, and prescribe the path leading to its end. 2. Following the Eightfold Path. Buddha presents the Eightfold Path as a practical framework for achieving liberation from suffering and attaining enlightenment. This path consists of right understanding, grasping the true nature of reality, including the impermanence of all things and the interconnectedness of life. Right intention, cultivating thoughts of compassion, goodwill, and non-harming. Right speech, speaking truthfully, kindly, and wisely, avoiding harmful or divisive speech. Right action, acting ethically and virtuously, refraining from harming others through physical actions. Right livelihood, engaging in work that does not harm oneself or others, such as avoiding jobs involving exploitation or violence. Right effort, making a committed effort to cultivate wholesome qualities and abandon unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness, developing awareness of one's thoughts, feelings, and actions in the present moment, without judgment. Right concentration, cultivating focused attention and deep meditative absorption to gain insight and clarity. 3. Practice compassion and loving kindness. Central to Buddha's teachings is the cultivation of compassion and loving kindness towards oneself and all beings. By developing empathy and understanding the interconnectedness of all life, one transcends the narrow confines of self-interest and fosters a sense of universal benevolence. 4. Embrace impermanence. Buddha teaches the impermanent nature of all things, including ourselves. By accepting impermanence and the inevitability of change, we can navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity and grace. 5. Seek wisdom. Buddha encourages seekers to question, inquire, and investigate the nature of reality for themselves. Rather than accepting dogma or blindly following tradition, one should strive to understand the truth through direct experience and insight. 6. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, or the practice of non-judgmental awareness of the present moment, is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. By cultivating mindfulness in daily life, one can free themselves from the grip of past regrets and future anxieties, and instead fully engage with the richness of each moment. In essence, to be a great person, according to Gautama Buddha, is to embody these principles in thought, speech, and action. By cultivating wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness, one can transcend the limitations of ego and suffering, and realize their full potential for goodness and awakening. The Eightfold Path is the central prescription in Buddhism for living a wholesome, ethical life and achieving spiritual liberation. It serves as a comprehensive guide to ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom, offering a roadmap for individuals to cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and enlightenment. Let's delve into each component of the Noble Eightfold Path. 1. Right understanding. This entails having a correct understanding of the nature of reality, including the Four Noble Truths, the understanding of suffering, its causes, its cessation, and the path leading to its cessation. Right understanding involves recognizing the impermanent, interconnected, and inherently unsatisfactory nature of all phenomena. 2. Right intention. Right intention involves cultivating wholesome intentions and motivations. It entails renouncing harmful desires, such as greed, hatred, and delusion, and cultivating intentions of kindness, compassion, and wisdom. By aligning our intentions with the principles of non-harming and ethical conduct, we lay the foundation for virtuous action. 3. Right speech. Right speech emphasizes the importance of truthful, kind, and beneficial communication. It involves abstaining from lying, harsh speech, divisive speech, and gossip, and instead speaking in ways that promote harmony, understanding, and goodwill. Right speech fosters honesty, integrity, and empathy in our interactions with others. 4. Right action. Right action entails engaging in ethical and virtuous conduct in our actions. It involves refraining from harming living beings, stealing, and engaging in sexual misconduct, and instead practicing kindness, generosity, and respect for life. Right action promotes harmony, integrity, and moral responsibility in our behavior. 5. Right livelihood. Right livelihood involves earning a living in a way that is ethical and aligned with the principles of non-harming and compassion. It entails avoiding professions that involve harming others, such as selling weapons, trading in intoxicants, or engaging in exploitative practices, and instead pursuing livelihoods that contribute to the well-being of oneself and others. 6. Right effort. Right effort entails making a diligent effort to cultivate wholesome qualities and abandon unwholesome ones. It involves cultivating positive mental states such as mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, while also overcoming negative mental states such as greed, hatred, and delusion. Right effort requires perseverance, mindfulness, and self-discipline in our spiritual practice. 7. Right mindfulness. Right mindfulness involves developing a clear, non-judgmental awareness of our thoughts, feelings, sensations, and actions in the present moment. It entails observing the nature of our experience with mindfulness and equanimity, without attachment or aversion. Right mindfulness cultivates insight, clarity, and inner peace by bringing attention to the impermanent and interconnected nature of all phenomena. 8. Right concentration. Right concentration involves cultivating a focused and tranquil state of mind through meditation. It entails developing concentration and mental absorption by focusing the mind on a single object of meditation, such as the breath or a mantra. Right concentration leads to deep states of absorption, which purify the mind and lead to profound insights and spiritual awakening. Together, the Eightfold Path provides a comprehensive framework for ethical living and spiritual development. By cultivating wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline, individuals can gradually overcome suffering, develop inner peace and wisdom, and realize the ultimate goal of liberation and enlightenment. Compassion and loving kindness are fundamental principles in Buddhist philosophy and practice, playing a central role in cultivating inner transformation and fostering well-being for oneself and others. These qualities lie at the heart of the Buddha's teachings, guiding practitioners towards greater empathy, altruism, and spiritual awakening. Let's explore their significance. 1. Central tenets of Buddhism. Compassion and loving kindness are among the 4 immeasurable states of mind in Buddhism. Alongside sympathetic joy and equanimity, these qualities are considered virtues to be cultivated and perfected on the path to enlightenment. 2. Compassion towards all beings. Buddhist teachings emphasize the interconnectedness of all life and encourage practitioners to extend compassion to all sentient beings, not just to those close to us. By recognizing the shared experience of suffering and the desire for happiness among all beings, individuals develop a sense of universal compassion that transcends the boundaries of self and others. 3. Loving kindness meditation. Loving kindness meditation is a prominent practice in Buddhism aimed at cultivating unconditional love and benevolence towards oneself and others. Practitioners systematically generate feelings of goodwill and loving kindness by repeating phrases such as "May all beings be happy," "May all beings be free from suffering." This practice helps dissolve barriers of prejudice and self-centeredness, fostering a heart of boundless compassion. 4. Alleviation of suffering. Compassion motivates individuals to alleviate the suffering of others by offering support, kindness, and understanding. In Buddhism, acts of generosity, service, and moral conduct are considered expressions of compassion, leading to the well-being and happiness of oneself and others. By relieving the suffering of others, practitioners also cultivate inner peace and fulfillment. 5. Transformation of self-compassion and loving kindness are not only directed towards others but also towards oneself. Buddhist practice emphasizes the importance of self-compassion and self-care, recognizing that true compassion arises from a place of inner strength and well-being. By cultivating compassion towards oneself, individuals develop greater resilience, acceptance, and authenticity in their relationships with others. 6. Development of virtue. Compassion and loving kindness are integral to the cultivation of moral virtue in Buddhism. Ethical conduct, such as refraining from harming others and practicing generosity, arises naturally from a compassionate heart. By embodying these qualities, individuals contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and compassionate society. 7. Spiritual awakening. Compassion and loving kindness are essential qualities on the path to enlightenment. In Buddhist teachings, the bodhisattva, a being dedicated to attaining enlightenment for the benefit of all, is characterized by boundless compassion and altruism. By embodying the spirit of the bodhisattva, practitioners strive to alleviate the suffering of all beings and lead them towards liberation and awakening. In summary, compassion and loving kindness are foundational principles in Buddhist philosophy and practice, guiding individuals toward greater empathy, altruism, and spiritual growth. By cultivating these qualities, practitioners contribute to their well-being and the well-being of others, ultimately realizing the interconnectedness of all life and the boundless potential for love and compassion within themselves. Impermanence and change are fundamental teachings in Buddhism, reflecting the transient nature of existence. Buddha emphasized that everything in life is impermanent, subject to constant change and flux. By accepting impermanence, we can cultivate greater peace and equanimity in our lives. Buddha taught that attachment to things that are impermanent leads to suffering. By recognizing and accepting the impermanent nature of all phenomena, our thoughts, emotions, relationships, and material possessions, we can release attachment and find freedom from suffering. Acceptance of impermanence allows us to live more fully in the present moment, appreciating the beauty and richness of life without clinging to it. It frees us from the anxiety and fear of loss, allowing us to embrace change with openness and resilience. Ultimately, embracing impermanence leads to greater peace and equanimity, as we learn to flow with the ever-changing currents of life, finding stability within ourselves amidst the flux of the world. Mindfulness and meditation are core practices in Buddhism, designed to cultivate present moment awareness, insight, and mental clarity, leading to spiritual awakening. Mindfulness involves non-judgmentally observing the present moment, including thoughts, emotions, and sensations. By anchoring attention in the here and now, practitioners develop heightened awareness and a deep understanding of reality's impermanent nature. In meditation, through techniques like breath awareness or loving kindness, trains the mind to sustain focus and concentration. This fosters insight into the transient nature of existence and the interconnectedness of all phenomena. Together, mindfulness and meditation provide a pathway to mental clarity and emotional regulation. By remaining centered amidst life's challenges, practitioners cultivate inner resilience and wisdom, ultimately leading to spiritual awakening and liberation from suffering.